Hey everybody, Indoor Survivalist here. I want to talk to you today about finding weaknesses in your preps. You probably hear my daughter in the background yelling. But anyway, I want to talk to you today about finding weaknesses in your preps. And basically, first thing I want to start with is gasoline. And many people probably don't think about gasoline unless they have a generator. But a while back I was in a situation. I was actually across the street from the gas station, thankfully. And I parked in the parking lot, and I went into the store, and I wasn't paying attention to my gas tank. I had about 1/8 of a tank, which since then I don't let it get that low, but I had about 1/8 of a tank left, and I was having a problem with my truck. I'm not sure what the part is because I don't know much about auto mechanics. But basically, when my truck tilted forward, it wasn't registering how much gas I had, and I guess the gas couldn't get from the tank to the engine to get it to start. And so what happened was, my truck wouldn't start. Even though I had 1/8 of a tank of gas in it, I was parked on a downward facing slope with the front section of the truck pointed down, and so it wouldn't start. And so what I had to do is I ended up walking across the street twice, because I drive an SUV, and filling up this little 1-gallon gas tank. I actually first had to buy the little gas can, because I didn't have a gas can at the time, which was kind of dumb on my part. And I usually never let my tank get that low, and I have no idea. I just wasn't paying attention at the time. So I ended up buying this 1-gallon gas tank, or gas can, and then I filled it up. Had to walk across the street twice, fill it up, put 2 gallons of gas in my car to get it started, and so I immediately drove across the street and put more gas in it in my car. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you about is having a gasoline can. This is a 1-gallon. This actually is now in my wife's car. My SUV takes a lot more gas, and so last week actually, Walmart started marking down some prices, and so I did find a 5-gallon gas can, which I didn't put up here because it's so big. A 5-gallon gas can. I got it for 16 bucks. Now this little thing right here cost me about $12. I had to get it at the gas station because I had no choice. I've looked at Walmart. They're about $9–10 bucks depending on which Walmart you're at. Or maybe it's the time of year, I don't know. But yeah, about $9–10 bucks. If you go to the gas station, it's going to cost you about 12 or 13 bucks depending on the gas station. So it's good to have one of these gas cans in your car at all time. And again, right now, around the holiday season is probably the best time to grab one. Usually they're about $20 to $30 depending. I looked on Amazon, they were about 30 bucks, between 20 and 30 bucks for a 5-gallon. Walmart is usually between 20 and 30 bucks for a 5-gallon, but again, I caught it on sale for 16 bucks, so I went and got a 5-gallon. So now I have a 1-gallon and I have a 5-gallon. The 1-gallon goes in my wife's car. I think her car gets about 25 miles to the gallon or whatever it is, and my truck, I'm not even sure what it is. It's SUV, probably gets about 15 to 16 miles a gallon. So yeah, the 5-gallon is enough to get me where I need to go if I neglect to put gas in it, which I now, when it hits 1/4 of a tank, I usually just go fill it up. So that's the first thing. The next thing I want to talk to you about, let me put this gas can over here, make sure I don't drop it. Baking soda. Let me move the camera down some so you can see it. Baking soda is a great item to stock up on, and I realized I had absolutely no baking soda the other day, and so what I did was I went and bought a couple of boxes of baking soda. These small boxes, you can get these for 50 cents a piece if you're on a budget. Walmart, 50 cents a piece. Baking soda is not just good for getting rid of odor. You can put these in the refrigerator to get rid of odor, which is all I knew to use them for when I was younger. I had no idea, all the uses. But right here on the box, it says hundreds of uses, like scratchless cleaning. On the back, it tells you some of the uses. Let's see, heartburn. Let me see if I can focus this so you can see it. Anyway, you can use it for heartburn, relieves heartburn, acid indigestion, sour stomach, and upset stomach. Those are just a few of the uses for baking soda. Another use I know of is you can make deodorant out of baking soda, and you can also make toothpaste out of baking soda. So baking soda is something you want to get, and again, right here it says you can clean pots and stuff. You can clean with baking soda. So this is really an all-purpose type item. So you can never have too much baking soda, because if you run out of toothpaste or whatever, use baking soda. Alright, something else that I really was seriously lacking, only had half a bottle of this, and this is for household use. I had the the bottle in my first aid kit, but I didn't realize that I didn't have any just for regular use around the house. And so this is isopropyl alcohol. I ended up getting the green and the clear. I'm adjusting the focus right now. Okay, the green and the clear, these are, I believe, 88 cents at Walmart, 88 cents each. So I grabbed these are only 50%. You can get some higher percentages if you look around. It costs a little bit more. But alcohol, I don't believe you can have too much alcohol around the house. And again, this is something that I only had half a bottle and didn't realize it because we haven't used alcohol for too many things in a while. My wife cut her finger or something and she needed it, and so when I went to get it, I was like, wow, we only have half a bottle left. So yeah, I plan to stock up on and maybe 4 more of these this week, but I bought these 2 for now. These will be enough to last more than a week. Something else that I'm actually pretty well stocked up on now is soap, and I just want to remind everybody, soap in a without rule of law situation, or if you have a situation like in New York where people have been without power for a month, you can never have enough soap, because if you get an infection or you know, whatever the case may be from different diseases or different organisms from dirt, or you know, just whatever the situation is, it's good to have soap and, you know, kind of head off some of that. It's not a cure-all or anything, but it does help. So this is something else you want to stock up on. Every time I go to Walmart, I think I grab a soap. Not sure how many I have. I know I have more than 5. I try not to go to Walmart. I still hate Walmart, but I shop there all the time now. Let's see. Here we go. Toilet paper. That is an empty roll of toilet paper. And the reason I chose an empty roll instead of showing you a full roll is most people don't even consider toilet paper until they run out or get close to running out. And so I thought about that, and I looked over here in my my emergency stash over here and realized I had absolutely no toilet paper. Terrible. No toilet paper. So I completely overlooked toilet paper. The 99-cent store, for those of you on a budget, Angel Soft toilet paper. Angel Soft is the same stuff they sell in Walmart. It's 2-ply, it's fluffy. It's not the cheap 1-ply stuff that they sell at the 99-cent store, because they do have a lot of that. But 99-cent store also sells Angel Soft toilet paper. And again, it's 2-ply, very good stuff. You can grab 4 rolls for $1. Go there, stack up on it, stock up on it. I'm gonna go probably spend $10 and get 40 rolls, probably Friday when I do some shopping. So again, Angel Soft toilet paper if you go to the 99-cent store. I mean, if you want to pay $2.38 for 4 rolls at Walmart, be my guest. But 99-cent store again has it single rolls, $1 for 4. You can get 40 rolls for $10. So I'm gonna stock up on toilet paper this week. Vapor rub. That's the next item. Chest rub, vapor rub. It's not Vicks. This is a generic Walmart brand, 88 cents. And the reason I, thought about this was because my wife was congested. And she needed some vapor rub, and I had actually just bought the other vapor rub a couple weeks ago, and we realized that we had no vapor rub, and I was like, wow. So we had to come in here and use the one in our emergency stash. Well, later on I did end up finding the vapor rub. I don't know why it was underneath the sink instead of in the medicine cabinet, but yeah, the other vapor rub ended up underneath the sink. So now we have 2 bottles of this stuff in the house, but I bought the extra bottle, so now we have technically 3. But I'm gonna stock up on some of this stuff. Just look at your medicine cache and see what you have in there. I mentioned these before. Aspirin, 175 for 88 cents at Walmart. You already know what aspirin does. Don't need to get in that too much. Next thing I didn't have, Kleenex. I believe I got that from Walmart for either $1 or 50 cents for the box. Bought a few boxes of these. Kleenex comes in handy. I don't use a lot of Kleenex. I just grab the, roll of toilet tissue if I need to blow my nose or something. I never use Kleenex, but it's good to have. My wife likes to use it. And my daughter, her nose is sensitive, so I use it for my daughter. Kleenex. Let's see. All right, 3 more things. Allergy relief medicine, 88 cents at Walmart. This is good for those of you who have allergies. Really self-explanatory. Stock up on that if you have really bad allergies. I don't have bad allergies. My wife doesn't have bad allergies, and I don't think my daughter has them either. But again, it's good to have. You can always trade it if you don't need it. Something else I told you I was going to get. Went and got another one of those lights, Rayovac, with the 6-volt battery, the lantern battery. The other one you saw, I told you I was going to get the, I think how many LEDs in there, I forgot. But yeah, I told you I was gonna get another one of those. So now I have 2 of these, and then one of the cheaper blue ones that, you know, I did the light comparison. If you haven't seen that video, check out the light comparison. All right, and finally, something you can never have too much of: water. I encourage everybody to look at their stockpile, see how much water you have, and if you think you have enough water, get 3 times more water, 2 to 3 times more water. So if you have 100 gallons of water and you think, hey, that's enough to last me, you know, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or, you know, I'm just throwing a random number out there, get 2 to 3 times more than what you have. I don't believe you can have enough water. Water is a vital situation. You have to use it to cook, clean, drink, you know, just all kinds of different stuff. So stock up on water. All right, so that's it for now. Again, these are ways to look for weaknesses and holes in your preps. You know, post a video comment, a video reply, post replies, just regular replies. Let me know what holes you found in your preps, because I'm still learning. If you watched the beginning of the series, I told everybody I'm learning as I go. I'm no expert at this. Not some kind of pro that's been doing this for years. So find holes in your preps, let me know. They might be the same holes I have in my preps that I need to fill. So until next time, www.indoorsurvivalist.com. Go to the website, check it out, subscribe, or click the subscribe button right above this video here on YouTube. And I will see you next time.